Hey everyone, so today I'm making my first sublimated QR code sign. I already have my design already laid out how I want it, and what I'm going to do is show you how I'm going to set it up so that way I can print it out and have my marks where I need it to be. So all I did basically with this is what it's going to look like after I'm done. And I just copied that over here. And so reason why I have these still here, I'm not going to print these out like this. I just want the outline of it. So that way when I put my acrylic framing around on the board, then I'll know where to put it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna select each of these square frames. I'm gonna right click and hit release compound path. And so you see it gave us a square. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all the inside ones, click, hold down shift, so that way you can select more than one at a time. And I'm going to hit delete. So now we're left with this outside square. Okay, and we're going to select all of these. And I'm going to go up here to my color panel and I'm going to select none. Then I'm going to go to my line panel and I'm going to make the color black. Now we need a weight on this so that way it'll print for us. So I'm gonna this is where you change the size of your line weight, and I'm going to do just a very faint line, so it's going to be 0.25. So hopefully I can see that. And as far as these, I just want the outside outline of it. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to right click on it, right click and hit release compound path. Now that releases all the pieces in that area. Okay, and then I'm going to click let me zoom in. You can zoom in by up here by drag to zoom, and then let's see, I'm going to hold down shift and try to select the outer circle so that way it deselects it, and then I'm just left with the smaller pieces. So I'm going to hit delete. Repeat the same process. Select that, go to color fill none, line fill black, and the weight I want to be 0.25. Okay, and we'll just do that for the rest of them. That one, this one, well actually let's see, click all of them, release compound path. Then got to zoom back in. All right. Delete that. Where's that little small piece in there? Shoot. Well, maybe not. Okay. I'm going to select all of these. Okay, so now we have our framing, our little etch line for where we're going to place our acrylic. Zoom out up here. Okay, so I think we're all set to go ahead and print, but you always want to remember to mirror your image. Let me group this so I can mirror it all at the same time. So you go to Object, Mirror, and flip horizontally. Right, so now I'm going to send this to my printer and I'm going to print it out, and then we're going to go ahead and press it on our sublimation board. All right, so I have my cutout of my sign, and then I have my image printed out. I also have my frames and my logos cut out, and these have 3M tape on the back. And you can also use glue. I like the Gorilla Glue. That's the gel kind, so that's a really good one that sticks pretty good. Okay, so this has a protective coating on the front of it, and that's because if you see like some of that black charring, from when it's cut on the laser cutter. That protects your substrate. So you don't have to worry about wiping it off or anything like that. Well, for the most part. Okay, so now I'm just going to peel this off of my board. Or my sign, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to take my image. Make sure you have your tape, your heat tape next to you. And I'm just going to place the image, the sign right on my image. And center it. Okay, let's place some heat tape on there. I'm just going to put 2 pieces of heat tape. That should be good enough. Alright, and I'm going to take it to my heat press and I'm going to press it for 400 degrees, 60 seconds. Alright, so I have my butcher paper on the bottom, and then I have my substrate right here. And when you're pressing, you want to make sure that CB, CU. So have it facing up so you can see it. And I'm going to cover the top. Let me check my pressure on my heat press. It's a little bit too heavy, so I'm going to loosen it up some. Then I'm going to press this for 400 degrees, 60 seconds. Look at that ink release. And this is what it looks like. And you see those squares right here? That's where we're going to start placing our frames. Couldn't figure out what I was trying to say. So we just want to line it up with our black on our board as our template. And then with the 3M tape, let me show you guys. This is the 3M tape that I get from Amazon that comes on a roll. And see if y'all can see the number. Maybe not. But yeah, I got that off Amazon, and this is the glue that I like to use also. I prefer the 3M tape over the gel glue because sometimes this can get messy. So any little slide or anything on your board can cause it to make that glue stick to a place where you don't want it to. Alright, so let me peel off my 3M tape. And always keep your trash pile so you don't have so much to clean up later. And I'm just going to take all of those off. And I chose silver for my color. And you can do silver or gold, whichever one you would like, you prefer. I could have also sublimated the QR codes here, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print it out and then place them in the middle. But next time I will just sublimate it here in those spaces. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and finish placing these on in the proper spaces, and then I'll be back. Everything's laid out in its proper space. I will take the protective sheeting tape off of it once I put the QR codes in. But remember when I said I could have printed the QR code here or sublimated the QR code here? Well, I forgot to do it, but actually it was a win-win situation because I got to use my Craft and Besties glossy sticker paper. So there's different ways that you can do something. So don't knock somebody on the way they do it. If they're getting the same results, why knock it? Everybody's different and everybody does things differently. They see things differently. And we all live life differently. Okay, that's my little spiel. But anyway, yeah, so I get to use my Craft and Bestie sticker paper, and I'm just going to place these in the proper space. Make sure it fits. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to peel the backing off. My trash pile over there, and make sure it's not upside down. Let me carefully place it, center it. All right, that's one. Trying to center it and it's getting stuck. Right, next. All right, once you have all of these on, all is left to do is just assemble this piece to the base. That's it. I hope I didn't scratch it. Put that in there a little bit crooked, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So here we have our QR code sign. And almost forgot to peel the tape off. This is a really easy project to put together, especially if you already have these things cut out. And like I said before, being repetitive, I prefer the 3M glue sheet just over the Gorilla Glue gel because it's less mess to use the sheets. But whatever you have on hand, you can use. Come on. You know how things want to be difficult when you're trying to show people what you're doing? When you use a pick like this, you're weeding to be careful because it can scratch your item. All right, so I got my trash pile over here. All right, so everything is all glossed up, which is the way that I like it. And I'm just going to place this in here. And of course, I could have sublimated the bottom, which I probably will. But this is what it looks like. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and I will try my best to answer them as quickly as possible. All right, bye.